Alright guys, welcome back again to another section of our training where we'll actually be showing you exactly how we'll be editing this our NGO theme that we just installed. If you observe very well, you observe that I have removed this theme and put it in my main directory. Remember that the blog that we designed the last time was what I put in my main directory, but over here I've already removed it and I put it in my main directory because I really do not want to confuse you. Okay? So whenever I'll be coming to my front end, I won't be putting the /NGO again. I'll just be doing what? Putting it straight on my main directory. So guys, like I told you earlier, we'll be editing this NGO website and making it look something that is very perfect. Okay? So guys, as I've already highlighted, we'll be editing this template. Okay? So remember I told you this is the header. This header where we'll have this logo, where we'll have this donate now. This is the header. Okay? And all of these are the body, and this is what the footer. Also remember I told you that for you to edit anything on this footer, where to find it is where? The widget. And also for you to edit anything on this header, where to find it is what? The header options. So now, this is very different from designing your blog. Remember when you were designing your blog, you just went and you were editing the post and the posts were just coming up on the page. But on this, we have different segments also inside the body of the text. For example, this first segment here is called the slider. You get my point? The slider is what carries the slides. You get it? So simply put, from this section here, this top bar section to this part is called what? The slider. Now if you observe that we have so many slides inside the slider, you click on this arrow, you see another slide will come up. Click on this arrow, you see another slide will come up. Click on this one, another slide will come up. You get? So for us to edit these slides, we must be able to identify where the slider is. And remember I told you that plugins is what operates everything on a website. So for you to do anything on a website, you must have the plugin. So it means that for this slide to be appearing on this website, it means there is a plugin that drives this slider. You get the point? Now the name of that slider is what we call Revolution Slider. We have so many sliders, but we're going to check to see what slider works with this thing. Okay? Now I just wanted to give you a brief preview on how to edit this page and the rest of them. I've told you about the slider. The next is what? The body. All these are the body. I'll show you exactly how to edit this on the body of the page. Okay? It is not difficult at all. You saw how easy it was for you to design your blog. That is also how easy it is going to be for us to design this website. In no distant time, this site should be up and running, guys, and I cannot wait to get it completed. Okay? So the next thing we need to give strict attention to now is this content. What do I mean by content? Simply put, content is all these images, text files that you see on the website. How do we get this content? It is very good and very important that you give thorough attention to where you get your content from. Because the truth is, the content of your website will determine if it will be attractive, if it will be captivating. Like I told you when we were designing the blog, it is also very important that you use high quality images. I'll be showing you where to get these images from in a little while. Don't worry at all. Okay? Now, how else do we get content for our website? Guys, do not reinvent the wheel. What do I mean? I mean, don't bother thinking about how to get this, how to get that, how to get that. All you just need to do is look at already designed websites, pick some content from their website and edit it and make it your own content. That is all. So if you want to design an NGO website as we are doing now, all we just need to do is go out there, look for similar NGO websites, look for how they did their own job and do something relating to it inside your theme. So you don't need to bother yourself, start thinking of what text should I put here, what should I put there, what should I put there. No, just go get ideas from other websites. So any website you see me design today, guys, the truth is I got those ideas from other already designed websites. So guys, we will now be going straight into looking at other websites that have been designed, other NGO websites that people have designed, and that will give us the inspiration for us to design this website. Okay? So the best way for us to do that is go over to Google, and once you go to Google, you just search for what? NGO in Nigeria. or NGO in USA, just to give us an idea. So it is the simplest way for you to get it. It is going to bring out Google business pages of some NGOs. All you just need to do is look at their website here, you right click and open a new tab. Okay, this will open. So let's see what this can give us. I think they have only 3 here. Let's view all and see more businesses that have website, or more NGOs that have website. So if you want to design a fashion blog, or sorry, a fashion website, any kind of website, just search for what? That website name in where? Google, and to bring up some similar website where you can get your content from. It is not difficult at all. This one says Africa Nigeria country office. Open a new tab. Okay, environmental rights solution, right action, open a new tab. So remember, we just want to get an idea of what their website looks like. Justice and empowerment initiatives, open a new tab. Okay, Nigeria NGO forum, that's the forum. Partners West Africa Nigeria, open a new tab. So let us see what they did on their site. Let's see how beautiful it is. I think this is the video. We don't need this. Get out. Okay, this is Africa home, who we are, what we do, where we work, media center, governance and compliance, where we work. I think this is just the basic information site. It is still an NGO website, but I don't really like the way it looks. But remember that what we are here to do is just to get content. So let's see this. Okay, let's see this justice and empowerment. Justice and empowerment initiative, what we do, where we work, who we are. Okay, community based. We empower poor and marginalized to lead the changes that we would like to see in their own communities. Okay. Yes, this is an NGO, but I think we are trying to design an NGO for a charity organization. So why don't we just search for an orphanage home? I think that would even be better for us. Orphanage home. Home in Nigeria. So let's look at orphanage homes. You get, so instead of looking at other aspects, let's look at orphanage homes and see their websites so we can get idea. Edo orphanage home, open a new tab. Chris orphanage home, open a new tab. So let's also look at orphanage home in USA. Orphanage homes in USA. So let's get some ideas and see what comes up. Hope Children's Home, open a new tab. Pleasant Hill Children's Home, open a new tab. Open a new tab. So we just want to get content, okay? That is just what we want to do. Okay, this is a Nigerian orphanage home. So I don't know if you understand what I mean by the quality of pictures we use on a website will determine how the website is actually going to look like. Look at the quality of this picture of this website. Very, very poor, extremely poor. You get, but if they had a very professional HD image on this side, I tell you it is actually going to come up well. Okay, so I think the only thing I will be taking from this site is their content, the text. The text. This preview makes sense, having preview of children on the background and then putting up some write-ups like this. So we can pick up on these write-ups, bring up some children and do what? Boom, we're too good to go. So I think we should work with building them up. They are the future, they all deserve homes, that and that and that and that. Then the donate button. So we have gotten an idea here from these people now. They've given us an idea of something we can put on our slider. You get this slider that is here. We can have children on the background, having children on the background, then having those write-ups, then the donate now button can be there. You get, that is one idea we can get from there. So let's go to the next site and see what we can do, what we can get. Mommy in an interview. Let's see the next slides. Children in their uniform. Good picture, and that and that and that. So guys, you see that the average NGO website or charity orphanage home website we have in Nigeria is rubbish. That is the basic truth. The website looks very unprofessional. So we want to see how we can design a very professional website with this theme that we have. 50 years of raising children. This one has just a video on the slide, of their location and the rest of them. Fine and good. Hope Children's Home. Our mission is to rescue children out of desperate situations and give them a safe, loving, godly home. Fine. I think these are the contents that we can now change to our own. A message from our executive director. Okay, that. Our latest newsletters. Fine and good. So let me look for more. Look for other home pages and see how we can revamp them. Children we serve. Children from age birth through 17 who needs a constant reading text. Okay, ways you can help change their life. So I think this preview here is something we can actually incorporate on this home page. After working on the slider, I think on this home page here we can bring in something like this here. Something like this that we've just seen. Where is it? Yes, something like this here that explains more about what the website does and how people can actually help these children. So we can bring in something like this here. The truth is, website design is just like graphics design. It is your creativity that will make the website beautiful or make it not beautiful. Okay, so these are the little things we'll be doing right now. So the very first part that I love working on my website is the slider. So since I already have an idea of what I want to do on the slider, I don't need to waste any time. I go straight on into designing the slider. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Alright guys, so like I told you, the plugin that controls the slide is called the Slider Revolution. And for you to see this plugin, it is down here on the left part of your dashboard. So this is Slider Revolution. Now remember that this theme that we have is a cracked theme. We just had a latest update of WordPress. They've updated to the WordPress 5.5 version. Now something WordPress did was they now have to automatically update all themes and plugins that will come with the theme. So it means that this theme that we have has the updated version of Slider Revolution. Now Slider Revolution as a plugin also have added another form of security to their theme or to their plugin, sorry. And now that security says that before you can use this theme, you must have the activation key of this theme. You get the point? You must have the activation key before they can give you access to use this plugin. A proof that you actually bought this plugin or this theme from themeforest.com. And you know how we got this theme through Visual Themes. It's a hacked theme. So invariably, we cannot edit this slider with Slider Revolution because we don't have any activation key. So assuming we had an activation key, it would have been easy for us to use it because we will just put in the activation key and activate the copy of the Slider Revolution. What I'm actually going to do is that in our next project we'll be designing a company website, we'll actually be using a theme that I bought with my money on themeforest.net. So I will also show you how to do the activation of the Slider Revolution and to do every other thing. But for now, what we are going to do is, because we can't use this version, I will have to backdate what we already have here. So instead of me using the latest version of the Slider Revolution, I'm going to use a version that I already have in my PC that does not need an activation key. Attached into this video, I have sent you the Slider Revolution that does not need the activation key. I hope you understood the little explanation I've just given to you. So in order for us to do that, I just need to deactivate this plugin, Slider Revolution, and bring in the one that I already have. So I just go over to plugins. Once I click on plugin, I'm going to go over to Slider Revolution, deactivate and delete it entirely from this installation, from this WordPress. So where is Slider Revolution? Deactivate. So once I deactivate, it is going to go off completely. I come over to inactive plugins. I am also going to delete it permanently from the system. Alright, so I come over to inactive and I'm actually going to find Slider Revolution there. I will just delete it completely from the WordPress that we have here. So all you just need to do is upload what I have sent to you on this plugin section and you are good to go. Very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. So the whole idea is we do not want to use the updated version because it is going to ask for a license key. So we are using one that is not. Alright, Slider Revolution is out of our system. So I go over to add new plugin. And all you just need to do is locate the one I sent to you and upload it. You are good to go. Okay? So I come over to upload plugin, choose file. So the file that I sent to you is actually what you will be downloading here. So let me locate this. Okay, red slider. This is what I sent to you, and then you do what? Install. So you wait for it to install, and guys, you are good to go. Alright, as you see, the plugin has finished installing, so we'll just click on activate plugin, and guys, we are good to go. Alright guys, so right now we have actually installed the Slider Revolution. We've activated it, so we'll come down here. We're going to see Slider Revolution. Click on it. Now we'll see exactly how we'll be editing this slide and making it look very, very perfect. Okay, so once you click that, this will come up for you. If you update this by clicking this here, guys, it means you are going to pay for Slider Revolution. So please do not update this plugin by any means. Okay, so remember I told you that what is holding those pictures that are moving is called the slide. Now once you open here, you're actually going to see the slides, all the slides. Now this slide has 5 sliders and the rest of them. So in case you want to import a slider, you can click on this import slider and you can import whatever slider you want, but that is not important because everything comes in with the demo. You get my point? So which slider do you want to edit now? The home slider 1. Okay, click on home slider 1 and then we can do what? Our editing. It is not difficult at all. Okay, so this is it. Now you observe that most of these slides are blank. In your own, the slides might be totally blank. I don't know why this picture came in here, but it's supposed to be blank or there's supposed to be a picture there. But any which way it comes in, just know that you are on the right path. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here is to edit this image. That's the very first thing that we need to do, to edit this slider image. Now remember I told you that for you to edit the slider image, you need to bring in an image that will match the exact size of the slide. That way it is going to be very, very perfect. It is going to come out extremely perfect. So in order for us to know the size of this slide, just come over to what? Slide setting. Once you come to slide setting, there you can now do what? Know the size of the image, set the slider, and also copy what we call the alias. We will know what the alias is used for in a short while. Okay, now this is it. Slide setting. Now this is the slide alias. This is slide title, slide home, and what? Slide alias. Now what is this slide alias used for? Basically, simply put, it is a code that you use to call up this very slide on the home page. You get my point? It is a code that we use to call up this very slide on the home page. Okay? So without this code, the slider or the slider cannot display the slides on the home page. Don't worry, when we get to that part, you are going to understand exactly what I mean. Okay? So this code is very, very important. I will show you where to put this code later. Now, if we want to bring in any image, the image must have to be what? This size. This is recommended size that I love to use for my slides. 1240 by 868. So this is the size of the slider. Now, this is it on desktop, this is it on laptop, this is it on tablet, on mobile, and the rest of them. Now, this is the major size that you need. This plugin automatically resizes the slide and everything. It automatically resizes it so that it will now fit into the screen you want. So if you put any other size here, it means you are saying that you don't want this website or this slide to be mobile responsive. It is just going to be this size alone. So I recommend that you leave everything here as auto. So it is automatically going to resize itself and retain that form that will make it make sense on that website. Okay? So guys, this is the size of the image that we'll be using on this website. So whatever design we are doing, any image we are bringing into this slider, it has to be this size. 1240 pixels by 868 pixels. Again, how do we get images? It is not difficult. We can move straight to what? Pixabay.com. Pixabay.com. Pixabay.com is a site where I get quality HD images, and I told you already about it. Alright, here on Pixabay.com, what kind of image are we looking for? Remember, we're trying to design a site for an orphanage home. So let's just type in orphanage. Orphanage. So if we can get picture of children, it will vividly depict that. Okay, orphanage home. This is good. Good. So let me open this in new tab. Open link in new tab. Open link in new tab. Let's see what we can get. All these are pictures that we can use. So one thing about me personally is whenever I'm working for a local client in Africa, I don't like using white pictures. I don't like using white pictures. Even on my website, hardly will you see a white man's picture on my website, because there is this relationship between the customer and the site. That relationship, if it's not there, it will make the customer look like this is the Oyibo man's world. It is the white man's world, so it does not relate to me. So by the time they see something that relates with them, it will help them know that this site is actually for them. I don't know if you get my point. So whatever pictures we'll be using for this project is going to be a black person's picture. That is exactly it. I hope you get my point. It's going to be a black man's picture. So let's look for some more images. Alright, let me see these 3 images. Okay. Open this in new tab. Open image in new tab. What do you mean I can get an image like, but this is a stock photo. I can't use this one. This one would have been very, very good. Let me save this. Save image as. So I can create a folder on desktop and name that folder create a folder and name that folder what? NGO. And save the image here. So from here I'll be taking all my images. So save this one. Let me see the next image. Alright, this, save. So you see that we have quality images here, high quality images. Very, 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 very high quality images. So save. Yeah, this seems good too. Save image. Save. Okay, let me try get some more images. Black children. Let me search for black children. So if I were to be designing this for a client, normally the client is supposed to give me pictures. I'm supposed to go take official professional pictures of the client's orphanage home. You get my point? That is the standard. So officially, I am supposed to go take official pictures of the client's orphanage home. So maybe the slider can carry the front view of the orphanage home and things like that. I hope you get my point. So assuming we're doing this as a real project, I will hire a photographer, take the photographer to the site and make sure the photographer gives me high definition images, something that are close to what we are downloading here. I hope you get me. So let me open this in new tab. Open this in new tab. Wow, this image will be very, very good for our context. Open this in new tab. So we will try to bring in images that when people see them, people will now feel pity for the so-called children and want to help them. So that is the idea. Okay, that's the whole idea of it all. So open a new tab. All these are images that we'll be needing. Open a new tab. We've gotten this before. Let's open this. Open this. Yeah, I think we're getting what we want. So all these images are very, very important. They will go a whole long way to aid us in this website design. You see how professional this site is going to come out when we finish. Yeah, this is also good. So remember, like I told you, this website contains stock images. So nobody would hold you responsible if you used any image here on your site. Nobody will hold you responsible. They are all free images. Nobody at all. I hope you get my point. So feel free downloading any image here. Open a new tab. I think this is good. Yeah, this is good. Next page. So let's get as much images as possible that we can get. so that load. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. So guys, let's open these other pictures and see what we have. Save them. So we are good to go, guys. I think we have enough pictures for this project already for the slide. So we are going to pick the best picture out of all we have just downloaded, and we'll use that for the slide. This image is small anyway. Save. This is a white man's child. I don't want this. Okay, let's take this. Save. Alright, I think we're good to go. We have some pictures that we can use for this project. Alright, so what we need to do now is to pick up our editing tool, resize it to this size, and then import the image and upload the image on this slide. Very, very easy. We'll be doing that sharply right now. So like I told you, the editing tool that I love to use is Micromedia Fireworks. So Fireworks is what I love to use, what I know how to use very, very well for my web jobs. It is very, very easy and simple to use. I'll be using Fireworks shortly. So please and please, you can feel free to use any software you want to use. I'm not restricting you to this, but I've given you this file already in this class. So please, if you want to use this, fine and good. Okay? So let's move on with our designs. Alright, the very first thing is to resize our document. I think we have 1240 by what? 1240 by 868. Yeah, by 868. 868. So okay. So this is going to be the size of our slide. Okay? Now this 868, I'm thinking is too big. It will be very, very big for the page. So let me just reduce it a little. Let me reduce this a little. Instead of 868, let me reduce it to 700. 700 is kind of small. Let me put 750. You understand better what I'm talking about when I get there, don't worry. 750. So I'll be reducing this to what? 750. So canvas size, let me use 750. So there is no definite size, okay? The size you put here will either enhance the beauty of your design or mar the beauty of your design. It can destroy the beauty. So it is just being creative. Creativity is what works into play here. It is just like your what? Graphics design. So let me import those images. I think there's one very first image that I love so much that I like to use. Desktop. I love that image so much. I like to use that image. NGO. Okay, that is this image. I would love to use this image for the first slide. Yeah, I would love to use this image for the first slide. You see how the image is. I just like the way the image is. Okay, so my plan for this image is that I'm actually going to put up a write-up here. Right up here. But I won't be doing that here. I'll be doing it where? On the slider revolution plugin. That's where I'll be doing it. Okay, so now we have this. Now this image is very bright. I want to dull this image a little so that whatever write-up I put on this image will come out very well. So I want to darken the image a little. So for me to do that, I will just bring in the rectangle tool, put a rectangle here, okay, make the color of the rectangle black, and Fireworks has an option where you can actually do that tweaking. It is this place here. Instead of normal here, make this what? Average. You will see it has darkened the image. So, but I think this is too dark for me. Let me make it 70. 70. Okay, 80 or 60. Let me see what 60 looks like. Okay, it has brightened up a little. Okay, how about 50? 50. Right, 50 is okay. So now remember that as you are exporting this image, as you are saving this image, you must save it in a PNG file. If you upload a JPEG file, it is going to distort the quality. So I will come over to optimize and make sure that it is what? A PNG 32 file. Okay? And then I do what? Control Shift and R to export the image. So where do I put it? Back to that NGO folder. Desktop. NGO folder. This time I'll create a new folder for it. And name the folder finished pics. So pics that are finished that I want to edit, that are finished editing, sorry. So I'll just name this file what? Home slide 1. And do what? Export. So immediately I finish exporting, I go over to my browser here and make sure I save this, because remember I changed this setting to 750. So after that I come over to slide settings. Slider editor, okay? Come back to slider editor, and then I can impute the image, okay? Please just follow my step-by-step guide. It will not be difficult for you at all, okay? So now, this is the slide 1 we want to edit. We want to bring in that image here and see if it will appear on the front end. So we have different means of importing image. We can import the main background image, external or transparent color, but what I usually use is this what? Main background image. So click on media library. Once you click on media library, it is going to open a media library where you can upload your image as usual. So come over to upload, select file. File should be on desktop in that NGO folder. And we are good to go. Good to go. We're good to go. Desktop, where's the desktop? Okay, NGO folder. Finish. So the image we just edited is what we want to import into this slider. We're going to see how it's going to look at the end of the project. Okay, after loading, we do what? Click on insert, and guys, we're good to go. We're going to see a preview of the image here. Yes guys, this is the preview of the image. This is the preview of the image, and I tell you guys, this is really going to make sense. Okay, so let me save this. Okay, saved. So let's go and reload the front end and see if we are going to see anything on this front end right now. Wow, wow, wow. See the image on the slide? See how good it is looking? Wow, wow, wow. It really blends with this. So it is changing the slide. I didn't ask it to change. It's opening all these blank slides. That's what it's opening up. Okay? So the next thing that we really need to do now is to put up right up, but I need to bring in an arrow here so that I can be able to push this. The arrow is gone. So for me to bring in the arrow, I just click on slider settings. Let me go back there and bring in the arrows. Okay, slider settings. So remember this was where we changed this, but on this side of it we have general settings, layer settings, navigation settings. So arrows is turned off. Let me turn it on. You can also choose the type of arrows you want. You can choose different types of arrows. You can bring in different types, but I'm not prioritizing that now. So remember, anything you do, you must save. So I've saved the settings, and we'll go over. Let me reload the page again, because I want to be able to click on this so that I can go back and retain the slide that I want to edit. Okay? Alright, so this is, see, the arrows just came up. So I can decide to go to the next slide, come back again to the next slide. It was not there before. So I just showed you where to get, how to turn on and off your arrow navigation for slider revolution. So guys, you see that we have gotten the background picture of this. And remember we said that we want to bring in some information from this home page to that page, build them up. Let's look at something. We can bring in more. Okay, I think we can do this. Caring for orphans. Caring for orphans. Caring for orphans, they all deserve homes. Donate, discover. So let's take that concept. So we have that right up here. Caring for orphans. They all deserve more. They will do what? Put in those buttons under. I think it will make sense like that. So first thing first, this text here is something that I want to remove. So we'll come down to slider settings, slide editor, and we'll remove that first write-up that is there. Okay, so we'll come down. This is the write-up here. Click on it, and you click on the delete options. Yes, delete that layer. Okay, delete layer, delete everything out. Delete. Okay, delete. So we have a bare slide already. So now, remember I want to bring in that write-up. And for us to bring in that write-up, we just have to click on what? Add layer. Once you click on add layer, you can add text, images, audio, videos, button, shapes, objects, and you can also import a layer. But I'll be showing you how to use most of all of these to make sure it looks very, very perfect. So please just follow through. So we're adding a text now. The first text we're adding is what? What's the first text we choose there? Caring for orphans. They all deserve homes. So write down caring. So let's use caps lock. Let's use capital letters. Caring for orphans. Okay? So this is the major title. So after this, we just click on OK. So this is it here, right? This is it. So let's bring it out. We want it to be on this part of the page. So once you click on this dialog is going to open up for you to edit this text you are putting on this slide. Okay, we can change the fonts here. You can decide to change the fonts just like you can do on your graphics design. You can use any fonts that you want to use. Okay, you can use any font at all. So you can just explore the font options we have here and decide to use any one of them. So let me try and use this, Caring for Orphans. Then this is the font size. You can decide to reduce the size to 40. You think it is too big. Okay, see it has come down to 40. Let me just leave it at 45 or 47. 47. We're good to say Caring for Orphans. Okay, then this boldness you see here is the thickness of this text. For example, if I make this boldness 400, you will see that the text will become lighter. You get it? So this boldness is the thickness of the text. So let me make it 500. So let me just make it maybe 700. So let it be this thick. Then this text is the spacing of this text line. You get the point, okay? This is the spacing of the text line. We can change the color to what? White. So let's use the white color. White color. Fine and good. Okay, click on white and you click on this to mark it good. And you see it has come out well. It is very, very okay. So this is the first text. What is the second text that I want to put into this? The second text here is what? Let me see. They all deserve homes. Okay? They all deserve homes. Alright, so we'll bring in another text. So if I were actually doing this job for a client, I will not copy exactly what those people have on their page. I'm going to redraft it and make sure I put in something that is very, very unique. So because we're just doing this on practical basis, that's why I'm just putting what they have on their page directly. So please, if you are doing it for a client, never you put exactly what is on the page. You can just try to tweak them a little. You get? So we'll bring this here. Bring this one down. So I can actually, I would have made this one lowercase or sentence case. All deserve homes. They all deserve homes. So let's increase the font size to 30. Let's see what 30 looks like. Yeah, they all deserve homes. Caring for orphans, they all deserve homes. So we can now put a donate button here. Can I put a donate button here? Or can just, I can add another thing to it. I can just say, show your support. Show your support. Okay, we good? Show your support. I can bring this here. Let me make this italics. Let me see if I can change the fonts a little. Use a different fonts for it. Okay, look for font, look for font, look for font. Alright, show your support. I think this font is good. Show your support. We might need to increase it. Make it 30. No, okay. 28. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, 28. No, it's almost close to what this is. Let me just make it 23. So let's see exactly what it's going to look like. Yes, 23. 23. So the next thing that we want to put in now is the donate button. Okay? Now we'll bring in a button. Now, the button, you do all the editing here. Now, this line here shows you can choose any kind of button. If you click on this button, this is what is going to appear on the page, the size and everything. Click on this is what's going to appear. Click on this is what's going to appear. So, we'll first of all do all the editing here. So, what will be the background of this button? I always love my background to be red to show a sense of urgency. Okay, click on red. Automatically, the button becomes red. And I love using this. So what will be the text of the button? Now this is the hover state. You can click on this to close that dialog and open this one. Okay, this one has opened. The hover state, once you hover on the button, what color should it be? You get it, but that's exactly what it means. I love leaving this as basic. Now the text is where we want to work on. What text should be there? So the text that we want to be there is what? Donate now. Donate. Now let me make it caps lock. Donate now. You get it? So you see that is exactly what have appeared here. So what each of these buttons you put here is exactly what is going to. So let me click, let me choose this one and do what? That's automatically come here. Okay? So guys, you see that our slide is taking shape. Editing the slide is something that I enjoy doing so much. I enjoy doing it very, 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 very well. Okay? Alright. So guys, let me save this. So we'll go and reload our front end. So we see exactly what this is going to look like. So whatever you do, you must preview it to see what the preview looks like, to know where to move this, where to move that, where to do this, and where to do that. Okay? So it is very, very important that you take note of that. Okay? So you see our site, our slide is coming out live. So you see our site is coming out live, okay? So what I think that I need to do right now, is I need to make this bigger, and I need to think of something that will make it clearer, because it is not clear like this to me. You get my point? It is not clear like this to me at all. It is not clear like this. So I need to make it look bigger, and I need to put in something that will make it look what? Clearer. So let's go over to my back end while I do the editing. So I just come here. Let me see if I can drag this a little. Okay, even if I drag, the size does not change. So let me just come here. This is 47. Let me make it 55. 55. Okay. Then this one that is 30, I'll make it what? 35. 35. This one that is 23, I'll make it what? 28. So I'm just trying to add 8 and 5, 5, 5 to all of them, 28. And this button, let me leave this button like this, okay? So I need to drag it out to the side a little. Drag this one to the side a little. Drag this one to the side a little. Drag this one to the side a little. So let me save again. You can actually preview from here. I just click on preview. It's actually going to bring up and load up a page where you can see the preview of your site. But I usually do not like using this because it takes time to load sometimes. So I just go to save slide and I go over and load this page, because I love seeing what the front end looks like. I love looking at the preview with the logo and everything to see exactly what it's going to look like, okay? All right, you see now, caring for orphans, they all deserve homes. Show your support, donate now. You see that this slide is making sense already, right? It's making a whole lot of sense. So now guys, the next thing we want to do is, I told you that I wanted to add something to it. I'm going to bring in a shape, and the shape will be transparent. I'm going to put the shape on the background. For you to understand, come over to shape. When I come to shape, I want a black shape, okay? Just follow through, you understand exactly what I'm doing. Click on add now, okay, add. So I'll bring the shape here. I want the shape to look like a background under it all. To be a background under it. So just as you can see, I put this here like this, and we're good to go. So because the shape is the last thing that I brought, it came on top. I need to send this shape to the back. How do I do it? So all we have been doing are coming down here. They are all coming here. So this is the last shape we just brought. We brought in the button, show your support and that and that. So if I want to arrange it, I'll just do what? Drag it here and take it to where I want it to be. I'll just bring it here like this. Bring it on top. Let it be here. Okay? Then I do what? Save change, save slide. Then after saving, I'll go over, reload the front end, and see if what I have just done makes sense or it does not make sense at all. Okay? So let's look at it together. Let's see if it makes sense and see if we're going to go. Wow. Don't you think it makes sense? It makes a whole lot of sense. Now I want you to know that you can actually make this shape here rounded, just as a form of what? Design. So the reason why I put in this shape is just to enhance the beauty of this, or to make this write-up come out very, very well. I think I need to delete all these other slides until we need them, because it is really confusing me. So I'll just go over, go up here. Let me delete this slide. Delete. You know exactly what I'm doing now. Delete this slide. Deleted. Delete this one. We're actually going to add 3 slides to this post. Come here, delete this slide. Okay. Come here, delete this slide. Okay. Alright, so we're good to go, so I can now save this. Okay. So when I finish with this slide, I can bring in more slides to that other page. Alright, let me reload this again. Alright, so you see guys, it looks very, 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 very perfect. So the image being a high quality image, and the write-up, everything just boom, came out very, very well. So guys, one thing that we really need to do is, as we are checking for the desktop version, we are also checking for the mobile version to see what the slide will look like on mobile. If it does not make sense, we adjust it to a setting that it is going to look very, very well on mobile. So let us actually see what this slide is going to look like on mobile. Okay, so this is the mobile. For you to see mobile view, just resize it. Wow, wow, you see, it is distorted on mobile, as you can see here. This button is too big, this one is too small. Well, this size is okay anyway, but the button is too big for this mobile. You get the point? So caring for orphans, they all deserve homes. So I also think that we need to push this here to this side a little, so that the full square of the shape can show very, very well. So we need to also work on this for the mobile view. So let's go over to slider revolution. To do that, come down. We need to push this out a little, bring it out a little, press down the control key and select all of them. I want to move all of them to the side. Okay, then can now move them together. You see it's moving to the side. Okay, so I think if this is like this, it should not be bad. So we'll only work on the button. So save slide. So guys, I pay thorough attention to the homepage of my website. Thorough attention, because the homepage is the first thing the user sees. The other pages are not things we give too much attention to, but the homepage will determine if the website is beautiful or the website is not beautiful. Okay, so you see this. So let's look at it on mobile again. All right, so you see that this, we've worked on this for the mobile. So what we just need to work on for mobile now is this button. Now remember that the way we selected the size of this button, we did not actually select it. We cannot resize it as it were. So all we can just do is what? Either to put it there, to bring in a new one, or so all we can just do is to bring in a new button of that size. So guys, I want to do some manipulations here. Since this button looks very, very good on desktop, but on mobile it looks too big, I want to bring in another button for mobile, and I will turn up the display of this one for mobile. This is what I mean. So in order for me to do that, I'll just click on the button here and come over to this visibility tab that you can see here. Once you click on it, you can actually say, hey, I don't want this button to display on mobile. See, it is on now, I can turn it off for mobile and also turn it off for what? A little tablet. So it will be on for desktop and computers, but it will be off for what? Mobile and tablet. So we'll just save this now, we'll save it, and we'll go and reload it and see if this is actually going to work. Okay, so let's go over and reload the page. So we don't expect that this button should show up on where? On mobile and on tablet. Okay, so remember I told you I want to do a little manipulation. So let's just put it on mobile view and see the button. So guys, you see the button is what? Off. So now that the button is off on what? Mobile, I will now bring in a new button, make that button off on desktop and laptop, but make it visible on mobile. That is what? Using your brain. So any problem you have on your design, just try to think about it. Think a little forward. That is actually going to help you become a professional. So do not be rigid. Do not be stagnant. Be very, very creative on your designs. The button shows here. So let us bring in another button. Add layer. Bring in button. So we are going to bring in a smaller button this time. Bring in a smaller button. Let us use this small button. Put in this button here. The button has come here. So we'll now bring this button on top of this same place. On top of here, okay? Bring that. Then we'll put the visibility for computer to be what? Off. Computer and desktop to be off. Then we'll do what? Save. So let us actually see if it is going to be, if the size is actually going to be okay on mobile devices. So let's reload this. After reloading, we're not expecting to see that button, that small button we just brought on desktop here. We're not expecting to see it. Okay, as you see, the button is not here. So let us reduce this and see. Wow, wow, wow. So you see the size is very, very okay. So what we just need to do now is what? Push the button to the side a little. Okay, let me go there. We need to push the button to the side a little. Bring it this way a little. And take it up. Okay, and save again. After saving, we go over there to preview. Preview, reload. So let's see if it's going to make sense now. It will not show here. So close this. Okay, you see, I think we need to bring it up a little. Still need to bring it up. Bring it up. Okay, take it up a little. And I think we also need to enlarge this a little, bring this down, this shape. Bring it down a little, like this, so it can accommodate everything. So save. So let's go and preview it on mobile and see exactly what the page is going to look like. I hope you are enjoying this course. I hope you are enjoying the experiment we are doing and seeing how to manipulate all these things to make it look very, very perfect. Alright guys, it is coming out very, very well. So we still need to bring it to this side a little so it is going to be centralized. Then we'll know we are perfect. So come over to this side. Come over to this side. A little. So you see, on the preview here, it is distorted, but it is what the user sees that you are interested in, not what the back end looks like. What the user sees, that's what we're interested in. So let's reload again. Close this. Alright guys, don't you think it's okay? So you see the donate now button has come up, okay? And it's what fits the design. Design is very, very perfect for it, extremely perfect for it. So I think I should just bring it a little more to this side and save. Come over here. Is this safe? Okay, come over here, reload, and let us see the design, man. Alright. Wow, so this looks perfect already. This slide looks perfect. This slide looks really, really massive. Very, very crazy slide, I tell you the truth. So, guys, you see that we have been able to manipulate it to be responsive on desktop and also responsive on mobile. These are the little secrets that I'll be teaching you in this course. There is no web design school that you go to that they will teach you how to manipulate slides like this. No one. But I'm showing you the little secrets that I use personally that works for me. Alright guys, I have just showed you how to work on your slide to make sure that your slide comes out very, 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 very perfect. Yes. You see how I manipulated the slide, made it mobile responsive, made it also desktop responsive. So you have assignments. You're actually going to make 3 slides for your own NGO website now. Okay? You saw how I got my pictures. Go get your own pictures that same way. Make sure you have 3 slides, and after designing your 3 slides, you submit it so that we can actually inspect what you have done and grade you, and possibly tell you areas where you need to make adjustments. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to do more editing on this slide. This will be all for now. I do not want to jam pack you with so many information. Get going, work on your slide, and guys, I'll see you in the next video.